AI can write a screenplay in 30 seconds, but it can't watch a scene from Moonlight and think, that reminds me of a James Baldwin quote. That kind of meaning making, it's all you. In this video, you'll learn what AI can and cannot do, and some critical thinking habits I taught when I was a teaching fellow at Harvard. So hopefully this video will help you stay sharp and irreplaceable in an AI-driven world. So this series, Critical Thinking in the Age of AI, came about when I was thinking of hosting my own online course to share all of the critical thinking habits I developed while pursuing my teaching certificate at the Derek Bach Center at Harvard. If you're new here, I'm Shay. I'm a PhD candidate at Harvard and the founder of Pathways to the Ivy and various other ventures. I know a lot of people subscribe to this channel. I'm a historian, a humanist, and most importantly, someone who cares about teaching the next generation. Since it is impossible to teach all of you guys in person, I decided let me just pre-record what I would teach and make sure this video is accessible to everyone. So let's get started. First things first, AI is not magic. It's not human and it doesn't, quote, think. It is a predictive machine. When you ask, for example, ChatGPT or Claude a question, it's not really giving you an answer. It doesn't understand your meaning. It predicts the most likely next word. AI is possible because of the massive database of human-created content that exists on the internet ever since the internet was created. AI depends entirely on us, on humans, our books, our lectures, our songs, our conversations. So when you're using an AI generator, you have to remember you're not talking to a human and you're not talking to a brain. You're essentially talking to a mirror of human generated content. And oftentimes you're talking to a mirror of your own ideas. The vast amount of stuff that AI is currently able to do is because of the vast amount of human generated content. I think we should all remember that because of the volume of human created content, if everyone is eventually using AI, it's training on itself and it can't really produce at the same level because humans are not generating the same amount of volume anymore to be able to train these models at a certain point. So keep that in mind. A lot of my friends who are data scientists and AI scientists always point this out to me. They're like, yeah, AI is able to do what it's able to do now because of the vast amount of human generated content. But if humans are no longer generating content, then AI is going to reach a plateau at a certain point. So this is why humans still matter. Here's what sets you apart. As someone who teaches in the humanities, this is key. Your ability to connect ideas across time, across disciplines, across emotion. When a human watches a scene in a movie, they might remember a novel, a protest, a heartbreak, or a historical speech. That's called meaning making, and it's the foundation of deep critical thinking. I call it building your own knowledge map, a rich personal network of ideas, experiences, and insights that you draw on when you make critical decisions, analyze arguments, or create something new. AI doesn't have experiences like you do, so only you can create your own knowledge map. So, what is artificial general intelligence? Because I know a lot of people are going to be commenting on this video, especially AI enthusiasts. So you might have heard of the term AGI, or artificial general intelligence. It's what many are currently striving for. They want to create artificial intelligence that can think, reason, and even feel like a human. But at the time of this recording, we are not quite there yet. Everything we have right now is what AI experts call narrow AI or specific AI. Or you might even hear people just simply say AI as it exists today. It's good at specific tasks, but completely dependent on your prompt. So the real power isn't in the prompt, but in the person writing it. I think this is really important to remember. Okay, so let's go into some critical thinking habits that you can employ in our new AI-driven world. Critical thinking habit number 1, make judgments, not opinions. A critical thinker doesn't just say what they believe, they know why they believe it. Opinions are reactions and judgments are reasoned. For example, the next time you're tempted to say, I just feel like that's wrong, maybe try getting to the point of saying this instead. Here is the strongest reasoning I can offer for this perspective. Building that habit helps you build your intellectual muscles. Here's a really good book I would recommend on this. Critical thinking habit number 2. Use mental models to clarify your thinking. When you're faced with a tough decision, a clear framework can help you slow down your thinking and get more clarity. You can ask simple questions of yourself. For example, what's the likely short-term result? What's the second order consequence? What would I advise someone else to do in this situation? One principle I always return to is slow down the thinking to speed up the results. Critical thinking is a process, not a reaction. Here's another book I would recommend on this specific habit. Critical thinking habit number 3, reflect, don't react. Critical thinkers think about how they think. That's called metacognition. Being aware of your own mental processes. When you reflect, you pause to ask, what influenced my reaction? Am I making assumptions? What else could be true? These are the kind of questions to help you not become easily manipulated by media, by AI, or even by your own biases. Here's another great book that I would recommend. We are living in an increasingly AI-driven world, a very digitally saturated world. People love to say that the humanities are dying. Every 6 months, there's a new article talking about how obsolete humanists are going to be. But as a humanist, as someone who teaches within the humanities and the social sciences, I believe that in this AI-driven world, we're going to need more humanists, people who are committed to making sure that we stay human in a digitally saturated and AI-driven world. Honestly, you don't need a fancy degree in order to think critically in today's age. You just need the right tools. You can check out all the books I recommended in the description box below. Subscribe if you would like to stay tuned for this series of thinking critically in the age of AI. I'm still thinking about what else I want to cover in this series now that I'm uploading all of them onto YouTube. So I have more time to plan it out. But let me know what you would like to learn more about. And if you are a teacher, student, someone in the educational system, comment below and let me know what country you are tuning in from and what stage of your education. So are you in high school? Are you in college? Are you a life learner? I would love to know the kind of people that are tuning in for this series. And if you're interested in my other ventures like Analog Social, Pathways to the Ivy, all the amazing things that I have going on this channel and things that I am currently building, be sure to subscribe to this channel. There's a lot going on and there's truly something for everybody. All right, time for me to go back to writing my dissertation. See you guys.